The Giants have allowed the fewest runs in the major leagues. The Astros have scored the most runs in the major leagues. Should be a fun 3-game series. We're off and racing with Jose Altuve fouling one back. Altuve rips one off the glove of Brandon Crawford into left field. Altuve is going to hustle. No, he's going to put on the brakes, and the throw gets away, and Altuve slides back to first. Well, he forced the issue, but he put on the brakes about halfway between first and second. He goes, and the pitch is grounded towards the hole. That's through to center field. Altuve will get to third. Michael Brantley got down to the count 0-2, worked it back to a full count, and picks up a single with Altuve on the move. On the ground, base hit right field. Yuli Gurriel drives in the first run with an RBI single. 1-0 Astros. Low ball 4. That'll load up the bases with 1 away. Outside, ball 4, bases loaded walk. Astros at bats this inning have been unbelievable against one of the best pitchers in the major leagues. It's 2-0. Diaz goes down on a nice pitch that dove down and in on him. First strikeout for Gausman, second out of the inning. Gausman strikes out Maldonado on 3 pitches, but the Astros put up 2 runs and a lot of pitches on Gausman. It's 2-0. Giants adding Chris Bryant from the Cubs to their future lineup. Hopefully it'll take him a long time to get out to San Francisco.
It's an interesting team to see their record and then put that lineup up there and see what they do, but that's something Framber does a lot.
Little ground ball towards Carlos Correa. Austin Slater starts off with a ground out.
And Brantley out there, that's a pretty good hitting outfield.
Very good hitting outfield, and I think you'll see it. Oh, diving stop by Carlos Correa. Retires Buster Posey. Posey hit it hard, and Correa makes the diving stop for out number 2. Oh,
yep.
That was a line drive, but he got a ground ball to the first batter. Now he gets a ground ball towards first. Yuli's like, I'll take it myself. Yuli Gurriel hustling to the bag, and that's a good start to this one for Framber Valdez.
Now he's bailing.
Oh, he swung. Got a hack in there. Framber Valdez says that was fun. I got to swing a baseball bat in a major league game.
I would love to hear the story he comes back with.
On a little bit below the zone. Oh boy. Back to back. Altuve doesn't agree, and rightfully so. He doesn't like the strike 2 or strike 3 call, but he's out on strikes. Brantley hits it hard, but into the shift, backing up is Solano, who makes the play for the final out of the inning. So Gausman with a now nice bounce back inning gets the Astros 1-2-3 here in the second.
Field, and I'd be kind of curious. You know, we're not with this ball club or able to get around him, but I'd be real curious to see how that clubhouse reacted to losing a guy like Miles Straw, because he was such a clubhouse favorite. He was a good time in that. Wow.
Oh yeah, Framber Valdez is rolling along in San Francisco. He's retired all 6. He's throwing strikes, and the Astros lead 2-0. Ooh, great pitch.
Yeah, they were. 3-1 pitch was a pitch right down the middle, and then taking a tough fastball at the bottom of the zone for that strikeout.
Threw only 8 pitches last inning, and he strikes out Carlos Correa after getting Yordan Alvarez. All of a sudden, he's retired 8 in a row after a bases loaded walk gave the Astros a 2-0 lead. He's a little frustrated with himself as he bounces that 3-2 pitch in there.
Pitching lines you'll ever see.
4-pitch walk. That one was close, but he doesn't get the call. Ground ball, right side, base hit, past Altuve. That'll score a run. Slater picks up an RBI hit. Framber got the ground ball, but he got it in the wrong spot. It's now a 2-1 game. Hit into 11 double plays, but he gets a curveball and sends one deep to left field, and this ball will be off the base of the wall. The pitcher Gausman will score. Slater into third base. We're tied at 2. Got him. Good breaking ball to get Yastrzemski. That is strikeout number 3 for Valdez. Second out of the inning. The other two, he walked 2 each. He has walked 3 in this inning. Called third strike, dropped the hook in there. Flores out on strikes looking, but 2 runs score on 2 hits and 3 walks, and we're knotted up. 1-2 pitch is hooked to right field. That will be down and all the way to the wall. Yastrzemski will play it off the wall. Tucker cruises into second base with a stand-up double to start the 4th. Into center field, and that ball will be caught. A sliding catch by Yastrzemski. Tucker gets back to second. Nice play by the right fielder Yastrzemski on a sinking liner off the bat of Diaz. And Maldi does swing at a borderline pitch as he was down 0-2 and strikes out. That's 7 strikeouts for Gausman.
Good job keeping both hands on the bat.
So there you go. Gausman strikes out Framber Valdez to end the inning. Leadoff double. 1 man left on base, tied at 2 for a trade deadline like this one. That ball in the right field will be down for a hit. Michael Brantley with his first play over there in right on a 1-out hit by Donovan Solano.
Per year.
Ball to the right side. That'll be a base hit. Back-to-back hits for the San Francisco Giants. So Tyro Estrada on for the 2nd time. He walked and scored his first time up. Instead he throws a fastball and he bunts it foul. That's a strikeout. That's 5 strikeouts for Framber Valdez and 2 outs in the inning. Ground ball. Ledmus Diaz will make the play to first. Wide throw, and Yuli stayed on the bag. That's the ruling at first base by Brian O'Nora. Giants may want to look at this. A different bat this time. The other bat took a hit on the strikeout as Altuve hits one high and deep to left. This ball's gone. Jose Altuve, number 24 on the year, and the Astros regain the lead. It's now 3-2.
All we had to do is run a little height package for Altuve, and he goes deep. Got some crazy carry as he elevated that one to left field.
That's a different looking Altuve than the one that head to the dugout last at bat.
Yeah, he destroyed his bat. This is a changeup up beard high. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Oh my goodness, he just tomahawked that thing big time.
Brantley shoots one up the middle. Michael is 2 for 3 tonight. He came in 0 for 5 in his career against Gausman. He has a couple of line drive singles into center. That's a strike at the bottom of the zone. Nice pitch by Gausman, picking up strikeout number 9. First out here in the 5th inning. Counts 1-2 on Correa. Carlos tried to hold up. He goes around, and that'll do it for the Astros in the 5th. But an Altuve home run has them back in front. It's now a 3-2 game. Foul tip caught by Maldonado, so Framber comes back with a strikeout. That's now 6 strikeouts for Valdez and 2 outs in the inning. And if not, he could come back out for another inning. Ground ball to third. Ledmus Diaz makes the play, so Framber threw 5 with a 3-2 lead. Gets a couple of ground balls and a strikeout in that inning. That ball is in the air towards center. Great diving play by Austin Slater. Couple of nice plays defensively by the Giants outfield. One. Ledmus Diaz on the ground, backhanded by the third baseman Flores, and his throw was not handled by Darren Ruff at first base. Looked like a catchable ball, but Ruff didn't come up with it.
I like that idea.
Maldi with a line drive to right field. Now first and second. With the Astros leading 3-2, decision time now for Joe Espada. Down and in, ball 4. That will load up the bases. So an error by the first baseman Darren Ruff to start this. Altuve hits one high, hits one deep. That ball is gone. Grand slam, Jose Altuve. Another grand slam in 2021 for Altuve, and the Astros lead this game 7-2.
That's the big one.
Third grand slam on the season.
For Altuve alone.
For him alone.
Greedy, and I like it.
That new bat's working well.
It is. It's a good thing he snapped that one earlier. That thing had nothing left in it. It's game of adjustments, TK, and this guy's notorious for making adjustments. Talked about that slider. Guess what he got? Fastball. Crushed.
The first hit allowed by Jay Jackson this season. Against the New York Yankees for Altuve. Brantley has himself a 3-hit game. Most 3-hit games of anybody in baseball this year, with his 14th 3-hit game of the year. Strike 3 called on a slider dotted up on the outside edge. Yuli down looking. Second out of the inning. First strikeout for Jay Jackson. 4-pitch walk to Alvarez. That'll push Brantley up to second base with 2 outs, and the Astros will bring their 9th man to the plate this inning. Ball 4, back-to-back walks. Astros have batted around and loaded up the bases for Kyle Tucker, who led off this inning with a line drive. The ball into center field towards left now. Coming on will be Thairo Estrada. He'll put it away for the final out of the inning. Tucker makes the first and last out, but in between, the Astros score 4 on the Jose Altuve grand slam. That ball hit to right center field and now towards center, pretty deep, and the ball is gone. No, it's lodged in the wall. Kyle Tucker saying that ball's not a home run. It's lodged between the advertising sign and the fence, and if that's the case, it's just a double. There's a fair ball down the line. That'll score a run. Crawford around third will make it a 7-3 game, as Donovan Solano has an RBI double. Called third strike. Perfect pitch on the outside edge. Couple of doubles in the inning and a run scored, but the Astros head to the 7th with a 7-3 lead. Derek Fisher to the Blue Jays. How about a Ledmus Diaz line drive base hit? Ledmus on base for the 2nd straight time. Reached on an error his last time up. He's a leadoff base runner here in the 7th. Swing and a miss. Maldonado goes down on strikes. Aaron Sanchez picks up his first strikeout. Okay. And then he goes after that pitch, which was off the plate. Altuve hasn't loved the calls from DJ Rayburn tonight as he flies out to center field for the final out of the inning. So we'll see what the Astros do here. Didn't miss by much. Tough take for Posey, but he draws the walk.
I guarantee you, sitting on that fastball.
He is, and he hits it into right field for a base hit. Puts 2 on with 1 out. Strevsky's first hit of the night. He's now 1 for 4. Fly ball. Right center field. Tucker and Brantley. Who wants it? Nobody. Tucker drops it. Playing his first major league game in center field. He played 1 inning. First time he has started in center. And he never really took charge of that fly ball.
No, that's
high fly ball. Playable. Yordan Alvarez. Wind can be tricky. Hangs with it. That's going to be a sac fly. And that's the 2nd out.
a loud environment. That's another reason why the center fielder is in command of the center field. There's a base hit to the other field by Brandon Crawford, drives in another run for the San Francisco Giants.
Ground ball towards short. Correa will take his time and throw to first, and Kendall Graveman in his Astros debut gets out of a big spot. We are through 7 with the Astros leading 7-5. 1-2 to Gurriel as he grounds one to the left side. Tough play for Crawford. Off balance throw. Yuli safe. Good hustle by Yuli, getting down the line in a hurry. Beating the throw from the Gold Glover Brandon Crawford, who made a nice play. That ball smashed down the line in left field. Yuli Gurriel will score easily. Carlos Correa, the RBI double. The Astros lead by 3. It's now 8-5. On the ground, right side, Darren Ruff backhands it, flips to Sanchez covering for the final out of the inning. But the Astros tack on a run thanks to a couple of hits and an RBI by Carlos Correa. It's now an 8-5 game. That cutter since he's moved to the bullpen. Oh yeah, Graveman 97 beats Dickerson there for the first out of the 8th inning. Bullets as a reliever versus a starter. Oh yeah. Dials it up on the inside edge. That's that two-seamer that starts at the hip of a lefty and breaks over the plate. Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side. His first full inning in an Astros uniform. 3 straight strikeouts for Kendall Graveman. 8-5. You should see Jake Myers as an extra outfielder beginning tomorrow as Diaz golfs one deep to left field. All the way back is Dickerson. Gone. Aledmys Diaz hits his first home run since coming off the IL, his 4th on the year, and the Astros add to their lead. It's now 9-5.
That is beautiful to see for the Houston Astro fans. Talk so much about that glove and the consistent hitting of Diaz, and now he gets into one and launches. Tried to beat him with that two-seamer in, and he just drops the head on it, drives it out of the ballpark. That was a great job of getting on his legs by Aledmys.
I think it's cruel for Gabe Kapler, who had a couple of righties due up, knowing that Castro was the only option on the bench. He brought in a lefty to face Castro as the 3rd hitter of the inning.
Of course he did.
Of course he did. Poor Jason. That one popped up. Altuve asked DJ Rayburn as he's leaving the batter's box if that would have been ball 4. He's retired for the final out of the top of the 9th. We're going to head to the bottom half. Astros leading 9-5. Looks like Ryan Presley might be called on to try and finish this out. Being used tonight. That I don't feel that same uneasiness in using Presley in a 4-run game as I did before the bullpen was enhanced. See now 2 for 4 with a walk tonight. Yastrzemski hits one to left field, hits it pretty well. All the way back is Alvarez. It's over his head and off the wall. Played there by Tucker. Yastrzemski will get to 3rd, or excuse me, Posey will get to 3rd, and Ryan Presley has allowed back-to-back base hits here to start the bottom half of the 9th inning with a 4-run lead and needed 24 pitches. In this game, he came on with a 4-run lead. He's allowed 3 base hits to start the inning, including that RBI single by Darren Ruff that will bring the tying run to the plate here in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Got him. There's that good breaking ball we've been looking for. Got him swinging for the 2nd out.
That was a great breaking ball.
Fly ball, pretty well hit, right center field. Brantley's there, puts it away, and the Astros are winners tonight in San Francisco. Houston, coming in with the best record in the American League, defeats the team with the best record of the majors 9-6 as the Astros pounded out 13 hits and continue to average 9 runs a game on this road trip. We'll have plenty to talk about in the post-game show as the Astros win the opener of this weekend series. Back with more after this.